Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and I'm back today with week 2 of the Created to Create 2 devotional kit from Illustrated Faith and Dayspring. I am working in Isaiah chapter 64, verse 8. That is the verse that's on the card for this week. And I absolutely love the card for this week. And I had thought about just using it as a tip-in, but I didn't really want to add all that to my page. So I decided to go ahead and trace the lettering into my Bible and recreate the imagery on this card in my Bible page. So I went ahead and just traced all of the lettering from that card. I did rearrange it just a little bit so it'd fit better in the margin. And then I'm going to fill it in using the Illustrated Faith watercolors. Now, I like these because the colors are already pretty much set to match the colors that are in this kit, so I didn't have to do too much mixing to get the perfect color. And I would have if I'd used one of my other watercolor sets. So I'm just laying out all the colors I'm going to use, and I'm going to fill in that lettering almost exactly how it's done on the card and just kind of recreate that in my Bible page. So again, I'm working in Isaiah 64:8, and that says, "But now, O Lord, you are our Father. We are the clay, and you are our potter. We are all the work of your hand." And so this week, Shauna is talking about this idea of not getting caught up in comparison and trying to be somebody else, because we are created exactly as God would have us be. So whatever your artistic talent is, that is what God has given you, and we shouldn't be getting caught up on trying to be somebody else, and we should just turn our artwork over to Him. And that is hard, especially in the position that I am in. I'm doing these videos and being on social media, sharing my Bible journaling with you guys. I do feel a lot of pressure in comparison to try to be like other people or do my artwork a certain way. And so this was a really good week for me to be in and to look at and just kind of readjust my focus and why I'm doing what I'm doing, and allowing myself to be completely open so that God can use my artwork for you guys or for somebody else or whatever it may be that He has planned for that artwork. It needs to be Him in control and not me. And so I relate this to any other form of worship. And so Sunday morning singing, I cannot sing to save my life, let me tell you, but that doesn't stop me from worshiping on Sunday morning or in my car or in my shower or whatever it is. But I'm not just sitting there like, oh, I can't sing these praise and worship songs because my voice is horrible. No, I'm singing and just apologizing to those around me. But and I imagine some of you out there feel the same way. Now, some of you have been gifted amazing voices and use those, in ways to glorify Him, whether it be leading praise and worship or whatever it might be. And so just look at this in a similar fashion as that. And so if it's all about stick figures and crayons, then that's your worship style. And so be comfortable with that. Be okay with that. That's how God created you. And this is something that I share at my workshops that I do. When I do a lot of introductory Bible journaling workshops, and so that's something that I share with them, is that it's okay to have your artwork not look like somebody else's and to not look like mine, because mine was how God created me and yours is how God created you, and embrace that. And I think you might be surprised when you embrace your style how that you're able to refine it and fall in love with it if you embrace it instead of trying to constantly change it and make it like somebody else's. And so, not to say that I don't take other people's for inspiration or learn a technique from them, definitely, but it always has my touch, my hand in it. And so it's such a great encouragement. I'm excited to continue on through the next couple weeks reading through this devotional and maybe just kind of get my heart back where it needs to be as far as Bible journaling and why I'm doing it and the purpose of it. I imagine some of you are kind of in that same place, especially those of us who have been doing it for a couple years now. Sometimes we just need to get a reset button and be reminded why we're doing it. So on screen there, I went ahead and just filled all that lettering in with the watercolors, and then I decided to go back in with one of my brush markers. I think this is warm gray number 5, and just add some cross details. And then I filled in that little blank spot there with the sticker from the kit, and I'm just pulling out some other stickers from the kit. I had kind of a hard time finishing out this page. Once I got all the lettering on there, I just wasn't quite sure what to do with it. So I edited a lot of that out where I was just sitting there thinking, trying different things. I don't know. I had an idea for the lettering, and that's about as far as I had gotten. So I went ahead and added the washi tape to the gutter like I did on my other page. Going back in, I think this is light phthalo green that I'm adding some dot detail. And I wasn't going to outline the lettering. I had left the pencil outlines, but it needed to be outlined. And so I'm going to go back in with my pen, and this is going to help those letters stand out and look more like the letters that they're supposed to. I did try to do the lettering, like the painting, pretty dark, but it still needed some definition. Off camera, I went ahead and added some journaling. It just says, "May my art never be mine, O Lord. Instead, it should always be yours. Help me to always point others to you with my creativity." And so now I'm just going to add some washi tape. This washi tape was from an older kit from Illustrated Faith. It's no longer available, but you could use any yellow washi. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a tab. I do like that these tabs are thinner, so they're not adding a lot of bulk to my Bible. And so I will only be trying to stick with tabs that aren't as bulky in this Bible, I think. And I decided it needed some ink splatters, right? Because that's how I finish every page. Hashtag all the splatters. So I'm using this brush that came with the watercolors. It is great for splattering. It gives you big drops, little drops, and it holds a lot of paint, so I'm not having to keep going back into my paint. I can just load it up and it's ready to go. So that's it for the page today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment down below with any questions that you might have with the kit, or what you're most excited about. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Be sure to check the description box down below the video. I'll have links to all the products used today. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.